Hey guys, what's up? This is Teddy Macedo, aka bearRimshot's speaking. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on E3 2017. Now before I can go into detail regarding to my thoughts on E3 2017, let me answer a few questions I know some of you are probably going to be asking me already. Now, since I mentioned in my summer 2017 update vlog that I would express an exclusive apology to my favorite Facebook fan clubs, you guys may be wondering how come it didn't really happen on that same day, on the same day when I was supposed to do it. Well, if I can be completely honest, it's a long story. Well, it's a rather long story I would rather not talk about, personally. So anyways, another question I know some of you are also going to ask me would be, where is the next casual reviews with bearRimshot? Now, okay. Now, when it comes to the next casual reviews of bearRimshot, I told you guys before that it's still in working progress. I already promised you that it'll come out soon. Just please be patient is all I ask you regarding to the next casual reviews of bearRimshot. As in, to quote Toy Story 2, you can't rush art. As for where's my fourth Mr. Code Awards vlog, I'll gladly do it next, as I'm almost done with my video watching for that. And another question I noticed some of you have also been asking me about, where's the Halloween poster I used to have up? Well, aren't you guys glad it's not hung up here anymore? Well, it's just that, the reason why, sometimes at certain parties would pass, stuff like this happens. The same reason why I gotta have some of my SpongeBob posters up from a birthday party I once had a while back. So anyways, I hope I answered all of your questions regarding to certain projects. And now, let's get on with what are my thoughts on E3 2017. Now, the first thing that I would love to be able to talk about would be regarding to my thoughts regarding to what LEGO Dimensions has to offer. Me personally, it's rather disappointing. However, although I did get to see what Wave 9 has got, it's a shame that I have not seen any sight of neither Wave 10, nor let alone Year 3. As for my thoughts on what they have to offer, with the case of Teen Titans Go, although that I would truly prefer the original Teen Titans over Teen Titans Go, at least I can tolerate them in crossover media, comparing it to if you reference any of the live-action remakes of Disney movies. And when it comes to Teen Titans, at least they gave us figures for Starfire, Raven, and that green alien dude. It's a shame they couldn't give us new figures for Cyborg and Robin. Well, sure, you guys may also have their appearance in the LEGO Batman movie. I'm talking more like as if they made new figures with their Teen Titans looks, and not of what they've gotten in the LEGO Batman movie. Not to say they're bad, even though I still haven't seen the LEGO Batman movie yet, but I would have loved to, as it is one of my most anticipated movies of this year. So yeah, anyways, when it comes to Robin and Cyborg, it would have been great if they made Lego Dimensions figures with the Teen Titans looks. Similar to what they've also did for Sonic when he joined Lego Dimensions, as well as what Disney also did when they had Mickey Mouse appear in Disney Infinity 3.0 after he first appeared. Some of what Disney did with 5 different characters, particularly with Mickey Mouse, when he appeared in Disney Infinity 3.0 with his classic look after he appeared in the original Disney Infinity with his Sorcerer's Apprentice look, as well as what happened to Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America when they all appeared in Disney Infinity 3.0 in black suit, Hulkbuster form from the Avengers Age of Ultron, and his Chris Evans look from the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, respectively, while also did get to appear in Disney Infinity 2.0 with their classic looks, like what you guys would see coming from the original comics. And what happened to Darth Vader as he appeared in Disney Infinity 3.0, as they made an Anakin Skywalker figure to please those who enjoyed the prequels, and a Darth Vader figure to please those who enjoyed the originals, as well as what Nintendo would also do, as was what Nintendo also did when they decided to expand the Amiibo lineup beyond Super Smash Bros., particularly with characters particularly what they did to not just characters who have appeared in Super Smash Bros. Like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Rosalina, Yoshi, Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Wario, Bowser, Link, Zelda, Kirby, Meta Knight, and King Dedede, but also what would happen with characters such as the likes of Waluigi, Princess Daisy, and Boo. And, as for what do I think about the Powerpuff Girls, well, they definitely did one thing in particular in which those such as The Simpsons, Scooby-Doo, Sonic the Hedgehog, and The Wizard of Oz all sadly failed to do. Because, you see, when you guys take a look at what Warner Brothers previously did with The Simpsons, Scooby-Doo, Sonic the Hedgehog, and The Wizard of Oz, usually they're always going to use part of the main cast instead of all characters from the main cast. Whereas with the Powerpuff Girls, they managed to include all 3 of the main characters from the show into the game. Definitely something I'm sure Powerpuff Girl fans would like, even though I'm still waiting for more figures for The Simpsons, Scooby-Doo, and Sonic the Hedgehog. But as for my thoughts on Beetlejuice, although I try to be open-minded, although I don't mind if they join Lego Dimensions, however, if they're going to be in Lego Dimensions, well, although it does sound like a cool idea to see Beetlejuice join Lego Dimensions, however, only if Peter Pan, Jane from Return to Neverland, only if Peter Pan, Jane, and Captain Hook all did join Lego Dimensions, or let alone only if Jane from Return to Neverland did appear in Lego Dimensions, then it would definitely bring up a really good nod to Robin Budd, as he did help direct both Return to Neverland and the Beetlejuice cartoon. Anyways, and as for what do I think about, when it came down to as for what do I think about the Sonic games coming soon being Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania, Well, I'm definitely happy for those two games. I'm definitely excited about those two games. However, although as much as I'm excited for those games, as well as seeing that they would both come to the Nintendo Switch, it's really a shame that I still have not heard any major confirmation of both Sonic and Street Fighter getting get any more amiibo. It's really a shame, considering of how that we've already gotten one. Considering how we've already gotten some through through when through when both Sonic and Ryu both did get to appear in Super Smash Bros. 4. Not only that, but also but also considering of how that on the Nintendo Switch, there's supposed to be not one but two Sonic games plus a Street Fighter 2 port for the Switch. Not only that, but also um, so yeah, and also plus, I remember Nintendo did originally promise us that for the Nintendo Switch, not only will it support Amiibo, but also it was supposed to support way more third party compared to the Wii U. Well, it looks like Nintendo did break one promise that they originally made, because I thought Nintendo was supposed to support more third party, including when it came down to the Amiibo side of things. And it would be really cool if Nintendo can at least give us more Amiibo for both Sonic and Street Fighter. I especially would have loved to be able to buy myself a Ken Amiibo and a Chun-Li Amiibo. Well, at least I can buy a Ryu Amiibo if I want. Though it would also be nice if they can also give us a Ken Amiibo and a Chun-Li Amiibo as well. Too bad I haven't heard of any confirmation of any more Sonic nor Street Fighter Amiibo coming soon, aside from Sonic and Ryu through their appearances in Super Smash Bros. Anyways, and speaking of Amiibo, I remember when that there'll be more Legend of Zelda Amiibo and some more Mario Amiibo, including 3 where Mario, Peach, and Bowser would all appear to be in wedding form. And I especially remember hearing Animat mentioned on the Animation podcast about of how that I remember hearing Animat mentioned on the Animation podcast about of how that when amiibos of Mario and Peach do come out in Peach and wedding form do come out, people may use the Mario and Peach in wedding form amiibo for when they do get to have like weddings. Though when it comes to getting amiibos for characters such as Mario, Peach, and Bowser, there are 2 amiibos I'd be better off buying for myself if I ever want to get my hands on any amiibo for characters such as Mario, Peach, and Bowser. I would most likely do the regular Super Mario amiibos and maybe the Super Smash Bros. Amiibo. But I can also say this, that for all of the non-Mario characters like Link, like the characters from Legend of Zelda, Kirby, Pokemon, as well as Sonic and Ryu, I know I would definitely be willing to buy myself the Super Smash Bros. Amiibo of those characters with my own money. As for what do I think about Super Mario Odyssey, also excited about that game as well. As for what do I think about Super Mario, as about this one Mario Rabbids crossover game, I'm actually open-minded about that game. I have an optimistic feeling that it can be something better than Kingdom Hearts. When I say that, when you guys take a look at something like, let's just say, Kingdom Hearts, speaking of longtime fans of the sources already being used, more namely with Disney and with Final Fantasy, there's always going to be a diverse audience. There's always going to be diverse audiences when it came to speaking about longtime Disney fans like myself as well as Final Fantasy fans. Well, I know Final Fantasy fans may enjoy Master Disney fans, so it really depends, It really depends on what your taste of Disney's like. If there's a particular Disney movie incorporated in the games that you love so much, you may either like it or hate it, depending on the Disney movies you enjoy watching. As for Mario, the Mario Rabbids game crossover, I have a feeling that it'll have something which not only longtime Mario fans like myself can enjoy, but also so can longtime Rabbids fans as well. As for what do I think about what Star Wars Battlefront 2 has to offer, I will say this, people, that I'm definitely so excited about Star Wars Battlefront 2 coming out soon. When it comes to Star Wars Battlefront 2, for me personally, I'm definitely so excited about the fact that they're going to bring in content from the original trilogy, as well as the sequel trilogy, as well as, of course, the prequel trilogy. And, and also, I remember hearing that seeing that there'll be a Spider-Man video game as well, which I'm also excited about playing, being that I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. It's also another video game I'm excited about, as well as another game I'd also be excited about would be regarding to the new Wolfenstein game being already announced. And it's most certainly no surprise that when Animat did share his thoughts on E3 this year through the Animation podcast, he did bring up some valid points regarding to the new Wolfenstein game. Anybody who hates the idea of a video game where you get to kill Nazis are just pretty much nothing more than Trump supporters. And I definitely especially do have to agree with Animat right here that the idea of a video game where I do get to kill Nazis is obviously a great idea. I mean, it's what they get for treating people bad. So when it comes to the new Wolfenstein game, I definitely agree with Animat when it comes to the new Wolfenstein game. And as for what do I think about the new Lego Marvel game, I'm definitely excited, though it would be great if we could see some Marvel and Star Wars characters join LEGO Dimensions, as well as more characters from Scooby-Doo, The Simpsons, and Sonic all join LEGO Dimensions, as well as more cartoons than just Cartoon Network TV shows. If they're going to bring in any more Warner-owned cartoons, please at least give us more. At least give us the rest of the Scooby-Doo gang, as well as at least give us some Looney Tunes characters. Not just male heroes such as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Porky Pig, but also female characters such as Lola Bunny and Melissa Duck, as well as villain characters such as Elmer Fudd, Yosemite Sam, and Marvin the Martian. Though it would also be really cool if some Mortal Kombat characters did join LEGO Dimensions. So if they're going to include Mortal Kombat characters in LEGO Dimensions, at least give us Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Those are the only two Mortal Kombat characters I would gladly buy with my own money. And um, uh, it's really it's really also a shame that I did not hear any confirmation of a new Super Smash Bros. Game coming to the Switch just yet. As the reason why I would ever consider buying myself a new Nintendo console nowadays would typically come all down to if Nintendo was gonna give us a new Super Smash Bros. Game. Because you see, ever since when the Nintendo 64 came out, every single time whenever Nintendo dare make a new Nintendo console after the Nintendo 64, including the GameCube, the Wii, and the Wii U, Nintendo would normally give us at least one new Super Smash Bros. Game per console. Even with the Wii, not only did they give us one new one with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but also an old one being the original on Virtual Console as well, even though I could also play Super Smash Bros. Melee on a Wii as well, considering of how that it can play all GameCube games. And this is a GameCube game we're talking about. So anyways, that is all my thoughts on E3 this year. Please be on the lookout for when I do vlog my thoughts on the 4th annual Mystico Contributor Awards. This is Teddy, signing out. Bye-bye!